You're not stalling because he's a current member of the Senate and you just don't
No,
want to...
at all.
Can I ask you, and maybe this might be, does the fact that you're acting chairman of the EFCC, does it hamper the work that you do? Does it in any way inhibit a full performance of the work that you do?
I don't think so. In fact, it's rather, ginger me, kind of push me more forward than ever before. I think even when they, if you are conform, you seem to be, I think it's better we go this way. I'll now pursue it to the legislature.
It is better that you're acting chairman. Wouldn't you like to be substantive chairman?
What difference is it? It's better we pursue. The important thing is the fight against corruption. Let it move. Let the fight go on.
We know very recently there was some legislative amendment to separate the EFCC from the Nigerian Financial Intelligence Unit as demanded by the Egmont Group. Can you give us a sense of the implications of that separation on your operations as an agency? Has it affected you in any way?
Okay, the Egmont Group never said actually that we should have an independent, and they never said the NFIU should be separated from the EFCC.
It wasn't a precondition to avoid suspension?
Yeah, that was not. That wasn't the precondition. The precondition was that they should be financially autonomous, they should have staff progression, and they should be operationally autonomous. And this is exactly what we have done. This year they have a separate budget, they have staff progressions, they are operationally autonomous. But they never said that they should be separated from the EFCC. The most effective financial intelligence unit all over the world are that one that domicile in law enforcement agencies. The most effective. I don't know whether you checked.
How did you react to the corruption index report, that came out, and also reports from the U.S. intelligence agency that corruption is still very rife in Nigeria?
That's why you should join me. Everybody must join in the fight against corruption.
You're not getting the support that you need? Are you getting the support that you need from Nigerians?
Look, the support, most support, the best strategy in fighting corruption is to mobilize the people, I'm telling you. If you give me billions and billions of naira to run this office and you don't have the support of Nigerians in the fight against corruption, it becomes an issue. So that's why I'm saying Nigerians should take ownership of the fight against corruption so that there will be no hiding place for the corrupt. We have to chase them out of this country. We have to recover the loot. It's not personal, it's about this country. It's about the people of this country.
What precisely will mobilization involve? We'll talk about that in our closing moments with Acting EFCC Chair Ibrahim Magu. When we come back from this break, please stay with us.
Welcome back to Sunrise Daily. We still have the acting chairman of the EFCC with us, Mr. Magu. The question, as we approach the 2019 elections, we do know that there's a peg as to how much can be spent for campaigns by the political parties and indeed those seeking political office. What's the EFCC doing to ensure that this is followed through? Because before now, it's not been followed through.
Already we are working with ANEC and ensure that such thing doesn't happen.
How are you working with INEC?
Of course. We have an MOU with the ANEC, and misuse or purchase of buying of board will also be addressed. I think we are still working on the modalities on that. I don't want to come out,
Okay, Mr. Magu, we know that in spite of what you've mentioned about the autonomy of the NFIU in terms of financial autonomy, that
the national autonomy.
Yes, right. That the National Assembly has been pretty adamant that the NFIU must be moved from the EFCC into the Central Bank of Nigeria. Would such an effort, would such a move, when that's completed, that amendment, will that affect the performance of what they do?
I will continue to work. It will not affect the performance of the EFCC. So the key thing in the EFCC in the fight against corruption is determination to pursue the fight to the to logical conclusion.
Very quickly, social media is agog right now because there's a picture of President Muhammadu Buhari on your lapel, and people are asking the question on social media as we speak about, what does that say about, kind of the neutrality of your organization, where your loyalties lie? What do you have to say about that?
I'm hearing that one for the first time.
Is that for his second term bid?
No, I'm telling you, I'm hearing this one for the first time. I've not heard that.
Are you supporting the president's second term bid?
No, I'm not a politician, please.
Exactly. So why are you wearing a tag of the president?
But that has, I've been wearing it for a very long time.
Okay. So just wondering now, quickly, how do you intend mobilizing Nigerians against this fight against corruption? Because yes, people see corruption going on around them in many instances, and it's now a way of life. The policeman is still collecting his bribe every now and again. What precisely do you want the people to do when you talk about mobilization?
Corruption is a crime against humanity. It's a disaster. I mean, it has bleeded this country that long, and it's not for me alone. That's why I'm saying every Nigerian should put in. Nigeria must take ownership of the fight, because you cannot leave it to the anti-corruption agencies. So everybody has you don't have to do it the way I'm doing. You don't have to fight it the way I'm fighting. Everybody must find a way to fight corruption. I mean, even if you have to educate the children at home.
You're not going to tell them what to do, what they should do in case they see this?
We must sensitize. We have to educate Nigerians that corruption is wrong, because some people don't even believe that corruption is wrong. So every Nigerian must be involved. I mean, even if you happen to educate children at home that corruption is wrong, you have done something.
Are you defining the type of corruption that is wrong? I mean, when you talk about people don't believe that corruption is wrong, are you defining to them what corruption is?
Well, it's wrongdoing. I mean, wrongdoing can be legal or illegal, that's prescribed, but as long as one realizes that corruption is a crime against humanity, take it broadly, that all wrongdoings are corruption. So educate everybody, sensitize everybody, wherever, even when you are involved then we have a lot of strategies in trying to sensitize, to educate people, and that is very, very important for you to get the support of every Nigerians in the fight against corruption. Sensitization, educating Nigerians to know that we have one of our main problems in this country is corruption. It's a disaster.
Well, we have to thank you most kindly for coming on Sunrise Daily. We say congratulations to you on your new edifice, which is going to be launched today. Thank you so much for coming on Sunrise Daily. Mr. Ibrahim Magu is the acting chair of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission. That will be all on Sunrise Daily today. Thank you so much for being an active part of it. I'm Maokwe Ogun Yusuf.
Have a great day, everybody. I'm Ajuri Ngelale.
Well, I'm sure Mr. Magu will also like to see Nigerians become active part in this fight against corruption. Hence, we'd like to invite him back to continue this mobilization on the part of the people. From Lagos, goodbye, everybody.
The views and opinions expressed by guests on this program are those of the maker and do not necessarily reflect the views, opinions, and endorsement of Channels Television.